Well, a major announcement is made that is a huge blow to the railroad and a huge success for Rochester leaders who have been fighting long and hard to keep DM&E from expanding through Rochester. News Center's Chris Woodard is live with the latest on these breaking developments. Chris?
Well, Betsy, the developments are that DM&E will not be getting a multi-billion-dollar federal loan that they were banking on to be able to expand their tracks. Now, the announcement for the time being basically kills any expansion plans because right now, unless DM&E can come up with that money through private funding, the project won't happen. U.S. Representative Tim Walz made the announcement shortly after 3 o'clock this afternoon when he found out from Transportation Secretary Mary Peters. Now, Peters says the Credit Council denied the loan for several reasons, and Walz says those reasons are no ability to repay the loan, no equity, it was too risky, and it was overall just a bad plan. Walz says one of the biggest problems is that the business proposal was based on the most optimistic outlook and didn't leave any room for error.
It's positive that it turned out the way it did and that we got good government, we got good oversight, we got transparency, we got what the public had asked for, which is oversight. I think it's unfortunate that a lot of energy went into this in not allowing us to do this 8-9 years ago.
Now, Walz says the only way this expansion could happen is if the railroad raises billions in private funds, and he says he thinks if they had that ability, they would have done it within the last 8 or 9 years. DM&E's Kevin Schieffer did issue a statement this afternoon saying they were disappointed by the news, but were not giving up on the project and would assess their alternatives because the expansion was way too important to DM&E and to their supporters. Now, the Rochester Coalition has been fighting this fight for years, saying more trains through the city would be a big problem for Mayo Clinic and would be dangerous for the employees and, of course, all the patients. I'm joined now by John Wade of the Coalition. John, first of all, this is an awfully big victory for you guys today.
It really is, and it also, I think, is important to be thankful that the Secretary Mary Peters, the Department of Transportation, realized, as we have been saying for some time, that this is a high-risk loan, and as they recognized, there was little chance, if any, that that loan would ever be repaid and therefore didn't make it. So, yes, we are very appreciative that the Department of Transportation did the right thing.
Now, this has been a long fight, and it's been an expensive fight for you guys. Does this announcement kind of make all that worth it?
Well, I think that, number one, this fight has always been worth it. Protecting this community and the tens of millions of dollars that potentially would be at risk, not to mention, most importantly, the patients, the people of our community that live and work here, and the impact that this project would have had on their lives, every bit of it was worth it. It certainly feels a little sweeter today, but it certainly has been worth it all the way along.
Now, this isn't necessarily the end of the line, so to speak, for you guys, or do you think it is, and what's next for the coalition?
Well, I think we'll wait and see what happens tomorrow. But we have a lot of exciting things going on in this community, and trust me, after 9 years of doing this, I think there are many of us who would be very happy to move on to something else.
All right, John, I appreciate you joining me, and congratulations. Obviously, big news and a very big victory for the coalition. Now, as we said earlier, Kevin Schieffer and DM&E are assessing their options, so only time will tell if they come up with any alternative plan. Reporting live in Rochester, I'm Chris Woodard.